What's up? Karceno's here. Tired, but here. So let's hear it. Any questions you may have about the rise of Skywalker? Now is the time to let it fly. Let out all your questions about the rise of Skywalker that you didn't understand. I am here to answer them. There are plenty of people who watch this film and for some weird reason cannot answer certain questions. A lot of questions were raised during this movie that might be answered in another saga that continues way after this. First thing first, when you say why didn't they bring back Mace Windu? Well, watching the film, you will see that Mace Windu is dead. He's one with the Force. You hear his voice as one of the voices in the movie that's talking to Rey. Says power. They said it's a big rich town. What is I guess you meant Snoke. Snoke is actually shown in Rogue One. When he goes to Darth Vader's lair, it looks as if Snoke was a clone of that guy who was the servant of Darth Vader in Rogue One Star Wars story. But Snoke is someone that was created in a lab by the Emperor. She's a Palpatine, which means she's the granddaughter of the son of the Emperor. The Emperor had a kid. A lot of you don't remember the Emperor had a bunch of hoes around. He was a powerful man. So he probably got busy somewhere before the Death Star blew up. Remember, he had a loyal servant, that blue chick that stayed right next to him. They probably had a kid. Him and the blue chick got it on. Or some other chick he had. And they had a son. He looked normal. And he chose to be nothing, which means he wanted no parts of having force abilities or nothing. Went to live a regular life. Then gave himself up. Oh, yeah, it was worth watching. Why was Rey calling herself a Skywalker? Technically, she is. She's a Palpatine and a doggone Skywalker. Well, it seems like we don't know how Skywalker was even born. Like the Force created him. So we are under the impression the Emperor created Skywalker using the Force. So if he created Anakin using the Force, he's actually Anakin's father. So who knows? So she's actually No, that's not making stuff up. Don't you like remember in the Revenge of the Sith, the mid-chlorians, what his master could do? No, Anakin didn't have a father, remember? The Force was his father. But the Emperor learned from Darth Plagueis the Wise how to manipulate the midichlorians to create life. Oh wow, dude, you guys are like, what you mean you just found that out? It's in the movie. That's the Attack of the Clones movie. If Ray and Ben had a kid, that whole chemistry between them two, I did not see a love affair at all. I think she was better off with Poe Dameron. I would say we don't know which one is the strongest. Um, Last time he saw Luke, he deep fried Luke, and then Vader threw him down the shaft. Uh, he don't hate discussing him. He hates looking at himself in film. Luke and Snoke had a fight. That's why Snoke has that big mark on his head from Luke Skywalker. Luke hit him up with that lightsaber. Pop, pop, pop. He thought he killed Snoke. Yes, I did like his part where he ended up. John Boyega, what he was gonna tell Ray was not "I love you," as some idiot keeps telling me. Like, oh, he was gonna tell Ray he loved her. It should have went down like that, but no, he was gonna tell her that he's got force abilities too. That he was force sensitive. and he was picking up vibes, and all through the movie, that's why he was showing that he had force abilities, and that all the other people had force abilities too. Jaina, who was female Finn, and the other people in the crew, they were all force sensitive. That's why they decided to rebel and not follow the commands they heard, felt something in the force telling them not to do it. Even in the Force Awakens, it was going down that road that Finn also had some force abilities. And Kylo Ren felt it when the very first act of The Force Awakens, when he's ordered to fire and he doesn't shoot on the unarmed civilians. Kylo Ren walks past, stops, turns, and looks at FN 2187. He felt it. No, the questions people should be asking, they're not asking. People should ask, how did the Emperor survive the fall to show up in The Rise of Skywalker? That is a question that needs to be asked. Obviously, he used some of his force abilities to propel the blast, even though he was very injured critically. They put him on life support and was able to save him and put him on a life support machine. Well, another question should go all the way back. How did Maz Casada actually get the lightsaber to hand it over to Rey and give it to Finn in the first place? How did she even become in possession of the lightsaber? See, that's what I'm saying. People are not asking the questions they should be asking. That's a question they should be asking. Chewie should have died. It would have brought more attention to the movie. It would have showed them that the stakes are very high, it's very real. And having Ray have that on her conscience would draw her more to the dark side, and she would have more to fight, knowing that on her conscience she killed Chewie, and that her powers are very dangerous, so to make her want to separate from her friends because she don't want to harm anybody. Would have added a lot of tension, but then they take it away in like 5 minutes. Oh, Chewie's all right. There was another ship. Da, 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 da. Nah, my sister teared up. I'm a Sith. She's on the light side. Yeah, that Lil Wayne got caught by the feds. They rushed his planes and they found gun. They found blue. And that's all I knew. Yep. So That's what we are. So hopefully this answers everybody's questions or put them in a better state. I'm gonna go to sleep. Y'all have a great night. And don't forget, I've done a video, put it out on Karceno for Life channel. The Adventures of Scared Man Braun, Volume 3. Don't forget to donate to the page. It's your boy Karceno. I am gone.